I bring you up here with me, and yet you still manage to somehow be out of frame. Oof, okay. Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This video has taken me so much longer to make than I initially planned. There's just been a lot of things going on lately, but thankfully I'm starting to get things under control again, so fingers crossed. So I wanted to talk today about a few things. It has now been 5 years since I uploaded my first video to the channel, with June 27th marking the official anniversary. I honestly can't believe it's been that long. It's half a decade of me making videos, which sounds kind of surreal when you say it out loud. It makes me feel a little sentimental when looking back on my body of work so far. I started out only making writing vlogs that worked as a kind of journal of my experience writing my first novel, Leaves of Holly. And less than 6 months into it, I posted my first classics review, which was The Lady's Paradise. And then a few months after that came the Emma video, which pretty much changed the direction of my channel. It is my most watched video to date, with around 18,000 views, which is quite the unbelievable number, honestly. So yeah, when I discovered that there was an interest for classics content, that just became my new thing. And I really enjoyed it. There were so many classics that I had been telling myself I was going to read, but never really got to it. You know, as is the case for many people, I think. So having this review and summary channel... So having this review and summary channel became a fun hobby to sort of have on the side. And I didn't upload very frequently. I only made about 4 or 5 videos a year for quite some time. But last year, one significant thing happened. I became eligible for the YouTube Partner Program and began collecting ad revenue from my videos. Ska du vara på denna sidan istället? Okej, så. Så, ja. Okay. So with that, of course, everything changed. My channel went from just being a fun, occasional hobby with zero pressure or expectations to suddenly being a source of potentially extra income. So naturally, my attitude towards it changed as well. I began uploading more frequently and took it more seriously than before. And it was still fun, don't get me wrong. I still very much enjoyed the process, but it felt more like an obligation rather than something I chose to do simply because I felt like it. Not to mention the pressure of succeeding and to always make the next video better than the one that came before it. And so it continued, and throughout the first half of 2023, I was consistently working about 20 hours a week on producing videos. And while I was seeing some progress in terms of increased traffic on my channel, I've had a surprising revelation recently. Despite not having uploaded a single video this summer, my channel traffic has increased. Not quite sure how that happened, honestly. By the way, if you hear some rigorous panting somewhere in the background, it is coming from under the table where a very warm little fluff boy is currently hanging out. So that explains that. Yeah, where was I? You're becoming a bit of a distraction. Well, it wasn't anything I did. I think YouTube might have done something with their algorithm. And it's mostly my old videos that keep getting consistent views as well, which certainly makes you wonder. But regardless, I have slowly begun to realize that the amount of work that I put in over the last year is no longer realistic for me. I will be going back to working full-time now, and I'm also working on the third installment of the Leaves of Holly trilogy, so time management will be a bit of a struggle going forward. And not only that, I just really miss reading, just privately, for fun. Something that I used to do a long time ago. I have a long list of books that I'd like to read, but haven't had the time or energy to pick up because of my channel. I always had to pick my next read based on how well it might do for the channel with views and likes and such. Which in hindsight was just a terrible idea in general. I don't think I ever managed to predict the popularity of a video. It's like the moment you hit that publish button, it is up to the YouTube gods, whatever happens to it. And not only that, I've also noticed, with the growth of my channel over the past year, that with more people watching, the greater the risk of people finding you that aren't very nice. The occasional hate comment has always been a thing. I can handle that. But I've noticed a bit of a pattern now that I found a little concerning. Us book nerds can be rather passionate about our favorite books. Shocking, I know. And that can make us a little sensitive. So when I've criticized a book, I've apparently offended some people. And now new people have found my channel and videos that are several years old and have become offended as well. And bear in mind, my channel is still really small. So I can only imagine what would happen if it grew like 10 times its size or something. Goodness. Another thing is that more people have... Ethan. Oh. Bless you. And another thing is that more people have expressed their opinions on my summaries and dislike that I didn't include one particular detail and such. This one is particularly difficult because these are clearly like-minded individuals who enjoy the content and the subject. These are my intended audience and I appreciate every single one of them. So I don't want to accidentally patronize them by explaining just how difficult it is to summarize a whole novel in a way so that it's still entertaining for someone who has never read it before. You want to do the story justice, but at the same time make sure that it's a fun ride and not too long-winded. I guess there was just a period of time recently where every new comment that came in was either criticizing me or just plain rude. And I found that a bit disheartening. And I started thinking that if I continue making this content, I will want to avoid expressing my true opinion on a book if I didn't like it, simply because I don't want to offend people. That's not my goal with this. But then that would of course take away some of the authenticity of the channel and from me. It would just feel fake and forced. So yes, it's because of all of these reasons that I have decided that it's time for a change, to mix things up a bit. We're at the 5-year mark, so it definitely feels like the right time to try something new. So I took a bit of a break this summer as I tried to figure out a new formula for my content. It's not going to be a drastic change. My videos will still keep the same calm and cozy ambiance as before and be geared towards storytelling in some way, and probably with the occasional book review and such. I won't go into too much detail for now as I am not 100% sure of how it will turn out until I've made a couple of videos. Sorry for being so cryptic. I really just wanted to check in, say hi, and let anybody who watches my videos know that I'm still here, working in the background, and I'm looking forward to creating more inspiring and relaxing content for you all. With all of that being said, thank you so much for being here and watching. I really do appreciate it more than you know. Niles and I wish you all a wonderful day, and we hope to see you back next time.